welcome to the live in this Untitled Tuesday. Let me adjust. About to start. It's starting in less than a minute. It's going to start. Maybe I should refresh. Let me refresh this page. Tusikuwa kicked out like the previous. Untitled Tuesday. Allah, game ishaanza. Apply. Yeah, no, it's about to start. 9 seconds, 7. I don't know. You're not able to see this screen. Yeah, but the game starts. We get our first opponent, Bulgarian final boss. Bulgarian final boss, rated 1291. No, you're used to playing rapid games, but you can also play the blitz. I don't know if the audio has a buzzing sound. Can you hear a buzzing sound? For those of you who are Am I audible? I'm not able to confirm. I don't know if I'm audible. So we go for this. So he's playing the King's Indian. The question is, does our guy anajua theory? That's the question. So far, I think so far so good. Usually he goes this way and on a launchy pawn stormer. So now I'm able to trade this good knight of his, and also after playing this pawn break, I might be able to refute it. I guess you can just we just take. I don't know which way is going to recapture. Okay, you recapture that way. So tunaweza ingia hapo. Yeah, to expect that sort of pawn break. Let's kick out this knight. If he goes back, I think we might. Not really. You can't win a piece over there. I think we might be able to stop. Whether to stop a pawn expansion, we're not sure yet, but we shouldn't allow that space expansion. Inaweza to mess up. So next expect T and then push. Okay. Check. Yeah, actually ametry kucheza vizuri, not what we expected. We are not worse, but then we don't have a big advantage. That's the sad thing. This. Okay, I think we are a bit rushing, eh? So takes. We can go after this bishop. Let's try and get this bishop. Another try to check again, but to just escape. Let's recapture this bishop. We're trying to create an imbalance. At least you have a pass pawn. The a pawn is passed, but the question is, will you be able to push that pawn? Because that's a question. So you take, of course. Okay. Yeah, let's try and go by time advantage. We're running out of time. Probably check and win this pawn. That's easy plan to go. Do this. Try to go in now, but another force. Yeah, can just force these pieces out. I figured out another try. That's the easiest plan, because remember already our guy has to check. Yeah. To come up, right, and fix. Have to take push. We're going to drop our first game. We're going to lose our first game. So basically you have to avoid easy forks, of which it's going to be hard. You must make sure you check him out. Let's defend this. But they really tried. Siku expect at year 1200 can play strategically, yani. Let us tuchukue before times run out. Actually amecheza pretty well. Yeah, 1300. Yeah, these guys, you can't underestimate them. I felt like I didn't have a T. Unajua unaweza expect. I expected a significant advantage. He played ako strong. Probably not at 1300. Since especially the fact that the King's Indian, you would expect at a drop he won't be able to understand the strategy, the strategic idea behind the King's Indian. But funny enough, ameweza kumaneuver the knights. So let's see other games that are ongoing. There is this who's doing much better upper. I think I'd rather have white, but white king inakaa a bit vulnerable. So very mate to block. White needs to create a pass pawn, but it's hard trying to create a pass pawn. But probably at a flag. Probably is going to flag this guy. This is mate. Yeah. 1 versus 1. Ditto. Kutoka Untitled Tuesday. Wanitoa 2200 to 21. Ulisema Z. Yeah, I think it's very competitive because I think it has a prize money tied to it. If you finish, I think it's top 3. Yeah, top 3. I think it's a titled arena, and then pia the prize I'm sure inavutia people, so utapata probably people don't play with their real accounts because sometimes una find kama huyo 1600 unaona they may survive against a 2500. You wouldn't expect that in a chess game. Like you can play the perfect opening, but ukipata an end game wanaenda toe to toe. Now look at this game. This 1600 guy ashapiga 2400. I don't say it's impossible, but ukiangalia the kind of play, the performance they have. There was another time at 1300 alikuwa na 2700 performance rating. You wouldn't expect a 2700 performance rating. Basically alipiga all to, I think the lowest game yenye alishindwa was at 2300, but alipiga 2400 akashinda na the funny thing ukireview hizo games zake, other normal games, una find that is not that impressive. So probably utapata either kama si engine alikuwa anatumia it's a stronger guy ndo alikuwa anacheza with this account. Yeah, so kama hiyo the just concluded game 1600. Okay, 1600, I'm not saying 1600 wako weak. 1600 I think it's but kuna vile unaweza angalia the game, unless the 2400 blundered, then you can say that then you can say it's a good game. So that's the unfortunate thing, kucheza against our sandbaggers. Probably pawn push, pawn g5, trying to target let's not move, trying to target this weakness. So how are you defending that? If you go back, even in the open file, you can push this pawn, but it's going to be a weak pawn. That's a problem. Okay, let's give him the open file briefly. We're expecting this move. After that move, I think we can trade this way. Okay, he wants to dominate with rooks. It makes sense. Let's try and hit this. Nataka control this open file so that ataanza kuinfiltrate with the rooks either of these squares, of which itakuwa very effective. I don't know about that move. I'm try to target here. Try to tumpe queen trades. So pia anaweza chukua try ku attack hiyo pawn. But I think we'll have something. Yeah. Maybe ata push and then I try kucheza hii move. It makes a lot of sense. Let's go there. Do this. I have to hit it. Let's not block our rook. We can trap our rook. Maybe, yeah, we could have trapped our rook. And to come for this. Oh, Trump a pawn, eh? Damn. Damn, we should not have given up here pawn. Tactics are catching up. The two rooks will be able to infiltrate. That's the problem. That's a problem for us. So to protect it. Venye in a bit of trouble. Maybe I need to reroute knight, but anaweza push hii pawn at some point, or we take and try to use the long way. So nataka kupush and try to tuende na hii fork, eh? So maybe we hit him first. Okay, radai mambo ya checkmate, eh? So we need to deflect the. Probably you can just take and take and check. Atachukua this way. Okay. Tumeanza ku mess up. Just take and have a bad position. Probably at a pin. GG's. Tactics all over. So probably I could start with this move. I would expect. I don't know how I would play that. Yeah, tumekuwa na a lot of inaccuracies in this game. Probably at a push. Getting smashed up here. Yeah, we get our first loss. I don't like the way I've played. It's because we haven't played for some time. Let's just resign here. It's resignable. Oh no, alikuwa ananicha tu. What was he telling us? Yeah, I don't like the way I played this opening. I should not have lost your game. Again, today I think is the day for the underdogs. This guy Kyle has lost to Optimus. And this Optimus must be strong. Actually, tushaicheza na yeye. Okay. Round 2 is still ongoing. I think today I think is the day for the underdogs. Again, black. Okay, black has this. You can just remove everything. This. So far on all the leading people. Okay, now we get 1584. Ilberti from Italy. Okay, I didn't think you'll go for the isolated pawns, huh? Again, for this, I'm going to grab this pawn. Goes back. Our queen is trapped, right? It's funny. Oh, let's bring this first. I want to move with the knight to try and exploit this pin, but probably at a unpin this way. But I think I can pin this way. I can sack the knight for the 2 pieces because we'll be hitting this. Oh, but pia anaweza attack the queen, so I guess it doesn't make sense. Okay. We like the fact that he hasn't castled, so I expect he in between move. Again, okay, we can grab 3 pawns, but let's just be principled. I could have captured and captured up to corner 3 pawns, but I think tuchukue we can win this if we take. Yeah, so that was forced. Okay, let's stop easy pawns. I don't like the fact that tumemwallow ku castle, but I didn't find a strong idea ya kutry ku punish. I could have punished him from castling. But hakukuwa na sure way of punishing that move. So tunajua hii ni fork inaingia hapa, but you have to be a bit patient. My idea is to bring the queen. Akiendea this, move somewhere. Sikuwa nataka collect bishop at the end, but here I have ideas of sacrificing this because of this is pinned, I guess. Again, this is another fork we have, but we can't play it immediately. That square is covered, but it's always good to deflect. So now that his pieces are not connected, we first retreat. Okay, to expect something of the sort. Is it now the time we go for this pawn break, or you can prep that pawn break? And does it make a difference playing it immediately or prepping it like this? I think we can try and prep, but he can move the knight trying to push. So I think you can take immediately. Take. It's not good. Let's try and prep your move. It might be slow, but yeah, to expect a move in knight. That was expected. Push. Oh, interesting. So you can't take the pawn, but you have checks. So the idea was to get the connected pawns. Initially tungekuwa na isolated pawn, but okay, he can try and push, but on a drop I don't think so. So he wants to push that pawn, makes sense. Okay, you push your pawn. Today's guys are strong, eh? Nataka kupina wa rook, eh? Can you give him that rook? It's not a good idea. Let's go after this knight. Probably akuja hapa. Okay, we expected at a pin, to threaten this. Kwa strong outcome. All you need to do is just get out of threats. I don't want to push it. Sijui kama ataendea this pawn break. He might be tempted to play this move. We're not sure. Okay, it makes sense. How about we bring this first, because you don't want this pawn expansion. Interesting. I think we need to invest on our own passed pawn, eh? Or we can sack this bishop for 2 pawns. Yeah, I think so. You sack this bishop for these 2 pawns because this will be protected, and otherwise this is falling and we'll get in trouble. So we start pushing. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Checkmate. Damn. Out of a strong. Where? Hey. I think we've played with this guy before, and he's won both time. Get Mukond at a lot of time pressure. Let's look at others. There are still other games that are ongoing. Okay, we lost 2 games back to back. I guess this is not our best. Okay, this is a drawn game. Let's look at other games. Today's competition is something else. Coolest crocodile drew. Yeah, I think today's tournament. Yeah. I think even okay, white one. There's still one game that is still ongoing. Who checkmated who? Zarik. Okay, we get our next pairings. How are we having one? Okay, let's play 4. How are we having only 1 point? We get the Sicilian. We don't mind playing the Sicilian. Let's go for the open Sicilian. Okay. The reason you will play that, I don't know. Okay. We can push to gain the space advantage. You can even take and give him the isolated pawn. I don't know which is strong. What Sicilian is this? So I think we take. I'm not sure, but we take. Let's play with the isolated pawn. We check him out first. Check him out again. We exploit the pin. Take, of course. Let's castle. Give up that pawn. Okay, you just go back because you can't castle. Maybe now is the time you take. So he's prepping to castle. You don't want him to castle easily. And given the chance, this is the move we like to play. Okay. Fair enough. You go after your bishop. Okay, it's like you want to protect, but I don't think you can take with the queen actually because of check. Yep. So we can still take, and we don't get to castle. We see if we can get something out of this. Probably not. Not. Just moves. It's not good. Okay. I think I can go push. I'm not sure. The good thing, we only have one open file, and already traded some of these materials, so we don't mind. Are you going to attack our piece, or you're going to push? At least now we have this move, and we are temporarily taking away that option. I don't know, are you going to go back? Okay, makes sense. You can just repeat moves a bit. Yeah. I think we can ignore this move because of this. Makes sense. We can just go in, give him that, or not really. It doesn't work apparently. So you can just push, but you are trapped in this piece, yeah? So you can't do that. I don't really want to push, because basically we are giving him a free tempo, and as a push, and tattoo force could open up. Now he'll be able to get a pass pawn. So for now, I'm glad to kick one of this kind of locked position. I don't think we are worse. We hit this. But another to pin, we unpin a check. So I don't know. I don't like the outcome, but okay, let's see. But I say ana check before he had check. We can also just unpin this way. Can push. Probably take. We are happy to trade. Otherwise, we are getting out of checks, and knight is free to move. Okay, just do this. Check us out. Okay, expected that. Okay, now I think the king pawn endgame is winning, right? Yeah, we give him this option. No, at a push actually. Ange push, damn. But I guess the endgame amekosea. Protect this. You can check. This was much better. Yeah, we missed. We are missing in the endgame. We allowed this check, though I don't think he was gaining anything out of that check, but it's still a check. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think you are winning. If you manage to win one of his pawns, we can promote one of our pawns. Yeah, I don't think he's recovering in this position. He has too many weaknesses. This a weakness. This a weakness. This a weakness. So which is the best weakness to target? Probably this, so that you encourage him to push. We undouble our pawns. Yeah, just this move. You have to push. We take, or you protect, and then yeah, we have a lot of weaknesses. You can also target this. You have to do this. Yeah, that was winning for us. Sicilian defense. So this is another game that is still ongoing. Yeah, today's tournament imekuwa na tough opponents. I can see from the standings. There's some people who have 4 out of 4. It has a very strong participation, but I think you are legit. The leading guy is this Zeus Wolf with 4 out of 4, 25-30. Okay, so we are waiting for the next round of games to start. We get match 1600. Which opening is he going for? E4. I think I can do E4. I can go for the Sicilian. I think I'll just go for the Sicilian. I tried to play in a positional game against the 1300, and you saw the way he played. Yeah, we just play the Sicilian. I know it's a bit technical, but what else? Under this variation, or we play the Nadoff. Yeah, how does the Nadoff go? Yeah, I think I misplayed this. I should not have allowed this move. So the move was to take, so that akichukua na queen I get to gain some tempo, but now atachukua na bishop. Yeah, I just misplayed this, huh? So you have to prevent pawn push, but anaweza to pin, eh? Okay. I don't think ataenda hizo tactics, but we misplayed the move orders. The move was to take before allowing a third pawn push. So he pushed because he wants to trade our good bishop, wins castle, and yeah, we can just start our own attack. We don't have to trade easy knights. We can go straight away. At least you know where you have castled. A good move, but this move is coming. I don't see a way I'm preventing easy. I think I can take, give him that knight. It's tricky. I take, give him the knight. Okay, I think knight takes was the better move, huh? Knight takes was the move. Allowing tactics. Unfortunately, we have to play sad moves. We can, of course, this check is coming, huh? I took a very, so pia naweza chukua, I guess. We just have to push. Now he has a pass pawn, right? Damn. Check. Okay, I expected check first. The problem with the opposition, we allowed a deadly pawn, a deadly passed pawn. We can grab Eve knight, but I don't think it matters. Compare checks, because if you take and promote, so you can't give, I can't allow his tactics. How are you winning this? That's the question. The big question. Yeah. Do you resign? Do you resign? Is it time to resign yet? It's for sure. Is it the time to resign? Probably. So back rank can sort out immediately. You know, you have to play for tricks. You could see the fork. I don't know. Me, I didn't see the fork. It's very annoying, eh? I think we are getting to play one of our worst performances on Untitled Tuesday. I thought the last one was the previous one was the worst. I think we had a 5 out of 11. Today's game, I don't know what happened today's game. Maybe I should I keep on underestimating. I should maybe I should play on focus mode so that I don't underestimate our art. But I guess I fumbled from the opening. I gave him a lot of, because in this Sicilian I've played it before. I think nimezoea kucheza a lot of Karokan. But what happens in the Dragon? Can we go back? I can't see the game. What's happening? Oh, says he review game. Okay. Okay, I wanted to highlight one of the problems I made from the opening. So basically in the Dragon, I allowed him to develop this bishop to support the knight. Because remember, accelerate, I had played this move, G6. So the thing is, I should be the one capturing this knight, so that I force him to capture with his queen. Once he captures with his queen, my bishops goes there. So bishop akienda hapo, first of all disrupt plan ya kutrade the dark squared bishop. And first of all pia ata have to worry about moving his king out of, moving his queen out of discoveries. So we'll be forcing him to make unnecessary moves, of which the tempo we gain. So what happened basically, hatukuweza ku gain tempo out of that opening. I don't know, sijui mbona sioni arrows za ku go back to this game. Yeah, but we misplayed in the opening. I hope we get to play another Dragon Sicilian. Oh, this is the nimepata the. So you can see from the opening, so far so good. He takes, we play this move, so we have to play your G7, G6. So kumbuka, so first of all, if we are to play the Dragon Sicilian, I think the mean may misplay the Sicilians. So the move is to start with this. So if you start with this move, wait, I think you may misplay this Sicilian. Takes, so far so okay, that's a good move. Yeah, so after this you are supposed to take, because this is the only way he can recapture, otherwise you are up a piece. And then now I continue. So una notice this bishop is going to go to this, so hatapata hii chance ya kuweka hii bishop hapa. Like it doesn't make sense unless he tries to play aggressive with this pawn, of which I don't think I don't think it matters. Akipush hii pawn, what is the move? We have multiple moves. Tunaweza hata anza na hii move. Either kama ata decide kupush hii, but I think that will be overestimating. You don't have to make a lot of unnecessary juice. Sasa hii move, this move is coming, so I don't think ataendea hiyo variation. So assuming endelea with the development, of which ina make sense, una notice all of a sudden now this queen is under some sort of pressure, because I'm going to discover the queen. So basically tumemforce to give up tempo, na ina make a lot of difference. But in our case, we played this move to allow this bishop. We should not have allowed this bishop, because now notice once we take, tunampatia bishop a very good diagonal, of which ina neutralize this bishop. And in the Dragon Sicilian, you want to maintain your dark squared bishop, your enchanted bishop. So yeah, that's when I'm not confident the way I've played. So we are then pia hii move, I don't think it was really necessary to, of course unajua anataka ku trade these bishops, but there are better ways of maybe avoiding that than pushing pawns in front, since I was going to castle this side. Yeah, I guess I mixed easy move orders, and then nika halt my attack. I don't know what that move does. I don't know what I don't even know what that move did. So basically tumepoteza from the opening. We just went for an inferior version. That's why tumekuwa in a bit of trouble. You never want to lose tempo in any chess opening. I had other ways of developing pieces and continue putting the pressure. Wacha tucheze the same opening we've played before. Maybe we stick for consistency. I don't think we are worse in this position. It's a position we faced again and again. We protect this. Also prepping this pawn break at some point. Let's hit this first. To expect at a letter queen or push, but pushing doesn't make sense. Now we can hunt this light squared bishop. Okay, thanks for the follow. Of course we are capturing that bishop, that's why he played. And then now we have this move. Yep, now we have this, because if he ignores we are getting space, so he must capture. I don't feel necessarily worse in this position. I think we are cooking. This is a move I'll like to play. Let's play this move because anataka kuleta knight on that square, targeting this bishop. We don't want to allow that. So the question I should be asking, if he goes for this, remember the pawn break, we almost deny. Akipush, we deny that pawn break. So now we are thinking of pawn breaks because actually we are winning a piece. We are winning a, yeah, we're getting a pass pawn, yeah. Because of this pin, we are exploiting this pin immediately. Tutaki could delay and also open up lines. So you don't need to waste moves. This move is going to come either way, but for now we just stop our piece. Yeah? So what's the move? First of all, we can protect our passer. Okay, it makes sense. Let's try to hit, but the real reason is to go for this pawn break. It's not to take that. Of course, we are going for this. We take. Oh, we take and push and push, but at a suck. Are you sure at a suck? I don't think so. I don't think so. We have a passed pawn. How are you going to stop that passed pawn? This comes with the tempo. You can't go in front. Okay, you can go in front, but it doesn't really make sense. We still go for this fork. You have to suck, of course. Interesting, but we are not going to entertain that. We can bring this rook to enforce a trade. You can also just take that piece of yours. The simplest one is to, okay, if I take, it takes the queen because it wants to protect this. But queen takes, I can win this, and I can also just take this straight away, but it will draw pieces. Let's see what you're going to capture with. Okay, that makes sense. Take this. I thought utachukua na queen trying to bank on this passed pawn. I didn't think atatry kucheza passively. So let's gang up on this. There's no good way of putting more protection. Akidu hivi, we just add more attackers and is forced back, and then we can trade. So the easiest thing is to trade. If he takes, we have in between check before capturing, but if he takes, I'm taking the check. So it's GG's. I don't know why. I don't know, it should not even be using a lot of time. Any move is a good move for us. You just have to protect this. Should we pre-move? But anaweza chukua hii. Let's not pre-move. And so long as I have a bishop on that H1 A1 H1 A8 diagonal, we know there can never be checks. That's almost mate. Almost is the word. It's not mate. Let's try and get this, because this will be mate. At least Rajo is easy to check because this is covered. Yeah, and even if he gets his pawn, that's covered too. So I need to watch out for easy unnecessary compare checks. Go back, it checks. Has to go back, check. Try to repeat moves. It's annoying. Wait, go serious. Check. We do this, is checking us out. You have to give up 2 pawns. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. We can drop that pawn. I'm trying to look. So this is the only check that makes sense. That's the only check that makes sense. You can take that check for now. He tries to push. Higher time, What? Okay. You just gave out the game. Yeah, he's still winning, but what we need to do, so long as I can maintain this pawn and you trade these queens, because at some point you are going to force queen trades. He's still winning, but now inakuwa a bit harder because you gave up crucial pawns. I think I was trying to look for a faster way to mate, because I was trying to get this pawn so that I go for this checkmate. I should have acknowledged this move, so probably this is the move. Yeah, because now I try easy funny business. You're blocking the tempo, check. You're blocking again, check. I guess you're still surviving because you can't capture this. So basically you want to achieve this move. Anyway, it was still winning because you're up a piece. That's the advantage of being up a piece. You can afford to make some blunder. So Togaynaza, which country is this? Uzbekistan. We play another Sicilian. Okay, let's play another dragon Sicilian. I hope we get to repeat the same. Okay, you can still play the dragon. It don't make a difference. So now you have to watch out after this move. Sometimes you can bring out this knight inaweza kuwa gain tempo, because now you don't have the typical check you give and collect the pawn. But yeah, so that's something to watch out. But pia ametupea this weakness. Remember, every time this bishop moves, it leaves behind a weakness, so we try and claim that weakness. Okay, I know he may want to trade these bishops once we castle, but I think at some point we can allow that, though not sure. So let's go after this f2. It's a weakness, so that is kind of forced. We can still target this. It's still a weakness. We're going to go back, probably. I'm a trade. We'll be happy to get that bishop. Okay, I didn't expect you to play it that way. Now this is a forking square. You can always watch out. At least this is covered. So unless he's planning to push pawn, of which now is a push a pin. So we need to make an improving move. Oh, what is he planning? Okay, let's start launching these pawns. Okay, it makes sense. I know he has this, but I can always capture unless otherwise. So basically I want to weaken this pawn so that I soften this pawn, and this rook itakuwa under some sort of attack. So if I get to push, akipush, we are still okay because I'm a weakened pawn. You are trying to create some weaknesses, of which we'll be happy to exploit. Okay, take. Let's push first. Also, yeah, so I have this move to capture this piece of his, of which inampea some weaknesses. I can hit this too, but at a defend, but hii tulisema it's a weakness. Let's see, is it going to defend this way? Because again, we won't we'll be happy defend this pawn like this, because again tuna exploit some weakness. Yeah, so tulisema I might have misplayed up a bit. Okay, let him have this rook. Let him have the rook. We're going to push now. Okay. So the idea is this, but now anaweza cover, but I don't know, this is still an idea to push to exploit your pin. Yep. So we can have some slight adjustment. We still want to play this, but it's easily blocked, and if we go for this, anachukua hiyo pawn, so it makes a lot of sense. Okay, now that he has weakened, we're happy to put pressure upper. We're going to push, or you're going to defend. Which piece are you defending with? Push. Okay, push doesn't work, I'm capturing, so you need to defend. Okay, now we prep this. It's an idea. Okay, let's put pressure upper. Okay, it makes sense. So two ways to go about it. You can stop him on his tracks. Okay, tapea hii move. You can encourage trades. I don't know about it. You can also renew E threat, probably at a defend. Okay. Now tunaweza threaten mate in one. We'll see how you defend against it. Okay, legit. Let's go back to expecting move. Okay, let's try and control this open file. We can renew our mate in thread. Let's him go back. Okay, it makes sense, but na hit hii piece yako. Nice. This was an idea. Okay. I think tumempatia another pawn, Not good. not good, not good, not good. Let's go after this. Oh, check. Sheesh. Tumepatia discovery. Damn. Yep. The good thing is to discover tumempea mates. Nice game, nice game, nice game. It was not in 2 when I played h4. Hapo alikuwa na mate in 2. Hey, leo ni ngori. Hey. Unaona I started at 2000. Says I'm back to basically every game I'm getting -15. So far I've lost 3 games. Okay, I think this I might have butchered. JC, thanks for the follow. Vivratic, thanks for the gifts. Yeah, I think yeah, another this Dragon Sicilian. Yeah, probably vile tuli give up rook. So I guess okay, after tumepata, let's see. Okay, sijapata ku review hiyo nini, but we misplayed a bit. We should have been aware of tactics of bishops. Probably the queen, ningeleta queen on a dark square hitting that bishop before pushing the pawn. But even after giving up that rook, I don't think we were at much worse, because tuliweza kumencourage afanye some weakening moves. We were able to encourage him to push his king pawns. The only thing is that we were a bit slow with our tactics. We were not able to punish him, but he had a weak king. So I was a bit happy because of the position. Tulikuwa a bit closed. So having a rook advantage is not really an advantage. In a close position, you rather have these buffed bishops. Something tells me to sack, but inakuwa premature. You have to be patient. Again, you have to go where to pay tempo. So a move such as this, we encourage him to improve his pieces. And going back, okay, let's go back. I'm not happy of this decision because easy. Okay, is not really, but to take away this option for the knight, so the knight has to come away through unorthodox mean. Probably knight atatokea on the a file. Okay, of course, you see, if you don't capture, he gains space. So basically, captures is forced. We take. And yeah, just castle. So we don't, okay, size ya kipush, it doesn't make a lot of difference. We have an escaping square for our knight. So what I'm worried about is finishing development. So I'm looking at these knight moves. I'm also looking at which other moves. This bishop needs to find a home. Yep. Let's bring this piece. At least to not take away his square and bishop, of which that bishop it support the knight to jump. So there's no need of encouraging this. Again, pia tutaleta hii rook. And we're almost finishing our development. This is an outpost. Okay, not really an outpost, it can be kicked out, but let's see, we can hit this pawn. Actually that pawn was hanging, right? To miss tactics. Yeah, this pawn was a free pawn. I don't know why I didn't capture your pawn. It's just a free piece. Free pawn. Okay, wacha alete hizi discoveries. Expected ataleta the discoveries. Okay, I think you still have this. Let's go after these moves. The good thing with the position, even if he brings the bishop, first of all ameacha weakness hapa, and then the other thing, we can protect that knight that way. Let's do it. He doesn't need to move, so akipush tuko na tempo gaining moves, and then attacks, we gain tempo again, and yeah, it just has to run. So tulisema hii ana try kueleta hii bishop on this good useful diagonal, so that to counter my bishop. Yeah, tulisema hii you are gaining more space, right? But do not go after this was some, I don't know, I miss tactics. This was the move. Yeah, I need to practice tactics. That was just a free piece. You can still play it. I don't see why not, but in game work instead of this move. Never get fixated on your ideas. You'll miss better ideas. Finally ataleta hii bishop. I don't know if I should be sad. What a charity of bishop. Okay, he doesn't want that, and attack to jump up. It's pretty clear. But we can gain tempo na your bishop. Okay. Am I missing some tactics I'm not seeing? The reason sijataka kumove the knight tunaingia hapa hivi with this knight, so I'd rather just keep this maintain for some time. Again, this is a free move anatupea, and then tutawini because you're controlling that square. So probably you should move in with this knight at a defender. Another try pia kuendea this mate. We haven't considered it. We haven't considered that. Because ukifanya hivyo this knight will be needed hapa. That's the thing. So I don't think we can take because at a sack rook ndo apata hii move, and yeah, we'll struggle once that knight is out of question. So you have to go back to threaten hii move. So we can allow E, but it's not ending with mate. You also note this is a fork. If you can land a fork upper, it's something to take note. We can grab a free pawn, but I don't think I don't think it's giving us an advantage. Let's just hold that decision. Let's hold that decision. At least anatupea hii move. So akikama hapa we'll have, yeah, we'll just suck. But in the meantime anatupea hii move. So what we said. This one I don't like easy Sicilians. Tactics, every move basically is a tactic. So if you're not sharp on tactics, you'll just end up with a worse position. So you must always be tactical, sharp. So tutamua for trades. Okay, atachukua hii pawn. Why should you give him that pawn? Probably not. So we need to smoke out you queen from there. Tulisema this would have been a good fork. I don't know how your knight is landing hapo. Probably anaweza land hivi, but so misplaced the knight. I don't know, let's go for this. Looks good, is good. Okay. Tenda hiyo move. Yeah, easy nini zimekuwa a lot of tactics. Basically tactics, every move is a tactic from the opening. That's why I don't like Sicilian. Sicilian should only be playing Sicilian if you are a tactical, if you are good in tactics. Let's not say you are tactical. Everybody is a tactical player. I think he equals Sicilian, but it somehow resembles a Sicilian. This is not a Sicilian. I don't know which opening is this. Is this the King's Indian? Can I challenge you? Yeah, I'm playing on there's a tournament I'm participating, this Untitled Tuesday. So if you had joined the tournament, probably we can face off. But you should take note. Kuna a lot of players that are sandbagging. So if you are not afraid of dropping points. Actually, when I started the tournament, I had I think nilianza kama 2040. So now I've lost almost 100 points, 100 elos. So that was the last game. We are waiting for round 9. Yeah, it has started. Okay, so 1500. Okay, let's play the East D4. D4. Should we play the Queen's Gambit? Let's try the Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit. I don't know how the Queen's Gambit, how the line goes. Is this? So another India, this probably be the knight being there, and he's looking at this form of expansion. We are trying to hold this move. But you know, at some point you are going to wait. I think hiyo video yenye nimepin kwa amecheza. The video I've pinned on TikTok, I think that was the first video I uploaded. I used to play this opening a lot. Na hiyo position, usually I push that pawn, and if you are able to attack this bishop, black usually are lost. Easy find good moves. But in this case I'm a capture, so we have to play as the position demands. Okay. Do you get to place two? I think we should place these two and try to go for this pawn break. Which other way can we play? We can also play this prophylactic move. We don't know if we'll get another chance to play that move. Sometimes unaweza kosa kupata any other chance, so we play that move while we can. I don't like his like dark squared. His light squared bishop is a bit active. Is more active than ours. So I'm thinking, is it time we liquidate? So we take, I don't know, takes, we push, atachukua, right? Take. So we take, push, takes like this. So takes atachukua, we push. We don't have control over that because anaweza tuchukua, and then I take, it takes, take. I think that's still playable, but I don't like the fact that I'm giving him a bishop. So we can go straight away with this idea because now hana hii protection. So he push, if he counters, okay, basically, yeah, let's play this move. I think we have enough defenders, but shida niko naona anaweza chukua and then takes back once I capture this way. Yeah, that's usually a tactic. I misplayed that, but usually huwa inachezwa hivyo, but in this case I think akichukua hiyo, nimesahau the knight was there. This is not good. This is not good. Ataki kuchukua rook. Okay. Okay, let's save this rook. Yeah, I misplayed these tactics. I don't like tactics. Tactics. I keep on missing tactics. That wasn't the move we should have played. Now we are down a piece. Okay, let's lock in. Probably and we're low on time, so we have to play fast. That's sad. I have to do some liquidation. This is a fork, but for now it's covered. I'll try to trap piece yet. Okay, try pair E before you work. We have this, but we are going to move upper before you get to do that. Of course we are taking. Okay, push. Pin this. though I don't probably he'll be happy if he traded, but I don't think we'll get to exploit E piece. Yeah, we don't get to exploit your piece, unfortunately. What we can do, what do we do? We can do this, but on gain tempo, and this is under attack twice. I don't know it. You can do this, but on gain tempo border. So this is the only move that gonna make a bit of sense, and we have. I don't know what you will play after this. Probably you have to trade the rooks. Not really. You have to play this third move. And then once he moves away, kuna venye. Okay, I didn't expect atacheza hivyo. Let's try and target this. Oh, time, eh? Sheesh. Ay. Cheeky mate. Ay. I can't be this bad at chess. It's annoying. How many minutes? Hey, today let's say tumekuja kudonate ilo. We've donated almost 100 ilos. Queen's Gambit, Orthodox. I don't know, why do you keep on missing tactics? Simple tactics. And we spent a lot of time. I think we spent a lot of time in that calculation. And yeah, inakwanga very basic. You can't win this because ana take back with the knight. So it had crossed my mind, but I don't know why I insisted on playing this pawn break. The pawn break, that's why it's important to prep your pawn break. You don't rush to just break. Yeah, so it doesn't work because once you take and capture back, so you just dropped a pawn, and it doesn't make sense. So I should have just kept my pawns, and yeah, probably just find another idea. I don't know what's the best. So the best move, I could have even tried to set up this sort of mating, this battery. I could have also tried, which other plan could I have gone for? I could have just improved this rook, because if he wants to give us an isolated pawn, okay, it's not really giving us an isolated pawn, because if he wants to give us an isolated pawn, we can work with that. Yeah, I don't think we are worse in this position. Otherwise, yeah, just move rook. Akipush, then this becomes an idea, and then we can go for this pawn push. Yeah, I think we just tumetry kucheza aggressive for nothing. Which other games are ongoing? I think there are still other games. Kuna Ali Usman. The good thing with the blitz game, yeah, time factor pia, I'm used to playing a lot of rapid. Okay, let's play the reti. Let's see, let's mix it up. Tuone jamaa how well he plays the reti. Yeah, time factor pia I think to mess up. We should have tried and just keep calm. Of course, you are taking this buff bishop of yours, and you take this, but you can sack your. Yeah, you can sack your bishop. I think. I don't think makes sense. Tactics. Yeah. Wanatumada bana. Wanatumada. We had a good position. We blundered. Right. At least you have these checks at our disposal. Yeah, we need to keep it slow. I think we are still doing better in this type of position. Of course, you are taking this, but not immediately. Take it this way. What was about last night? What about last night? The thing is, akikuja hapa, I think we can gain tempo like this. So we are not really, and the good thing is that tujampatia checks on these diagonals. So we are happy to, okay, we can still do it. You grab this. Okay, of course now you have to castle, but you can't. Just can't castle. Of course you can't just castle. Go back, bring a rook, and then to the castle by hand. I could have offered him trades, but at a drop bishop, so it doesn't make sense. Na try kuendea hizi checks Pulled them on last night. Here bring the nini would have been fine, but at a check, of course. So wow. I have to check. Okay, check. We run. Okay, we have to play that, unfortunately. Let's not waste time on calculation. We know we are still up a piece, so he needs to find more forcing moves. After this, I don't see a great continuation. So long as our queen, unless I jaribu maybe this sort of rook lift, which is gonna need a lot of moves. So we are confident. Yupo, kuna hizo idea zako hizo. Okay, that makes sense. Are you dropping this rook? It looks like it. So you need to go where we are attacking this rook. Where this move would have been fine. To escape. Akitucheka hizi chukua hii because ana drop rook. But how are you attacking a rook? Where can we place our queen like we're active? I don't see where. Hanson Kenan, what are you saying? So I guess you are dropping this rook, but the question is, what are we getting in return? Yeah, this bishop. And we lost. I think tulip remove a bit fast tukapoteza tempo. So this move is coming. We can prevent this. We can give the rook this way, but he's still capturing that space. What? I don't see a better move. Let's just try and survive. It's our only hope. It's our only hope. Oh, he wants to take with check, eh? Sneaky guy. Okay. Interesting. We can take this and save our piece. Time. Eh? Yeah. Just have to. We don't have the time. Let's keep the queen. Probably just take. I have to. I can't capture because you are taking the check. So I can't save this. I'll have to save. Damn. I didn't expect you to be this sneaky. This check. This mate. Damn. Oh. Ay, how to suck this? Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is. Hey, tumebakisha any other game? We have only one round remaining. Hey, I need to play more blitz. Flagging skills. And they're good at flagging. We need to take our flagging skills to this level. Sachoni and Zeus Wolf. Yeah, okay, we get one last game. I don't know even what to play. But we must win this game. Let's play the usual. We've been playing the Karukan. Actually, we must win this game. Otherwise, if we get 4 out of 11, I don't think that's it's a good tournament turn. It's a good outcome. The lowest we've ever gotten is 5 out of 11, and this looks like it's going to be okay. What do we do against this move? We go for this. I'm trying to create an imbalance. I can easily play for a draw, but I don't want a draw. This position. So he doesn't want to move this bishop, this knight, because he doesn't want us to occupy this kind of outpost that you are threatening to occupy all along. So let's block this piece. We don't want to bury this bishop. It's going to be buried at some point. We are sure of that. So again, we gain tempo on this bishop, and also this is a pin. So I'm expecting pawn. Okay, I didn't expect. Okay, this is a move. Yeah, it's too good to ignore. Too good to ignore. The thing is, I don't want him to push this, and it's like he's going to get that move. Okay, okay, Mora may resign. It's still playable. So this move, what's the best move? Chopper was thinking of this move. En passant, you are happy to play this. Check. Just run. Yeah, we just run this way. Check. We get this. And yeah, he has to move the knight away, probably. He can't go back, so basically he'll be forced to play this move. But then after we gain this, it doesn't matter which is moving, you are trading those pieces. Like I don't know, it's hard. I think that's why he resigned. Yeah. So this, okay, let's say he doesn't take a percent and move the. Where are you moving? You'll probably have to watch your back rank. I think this is a very promising position. We can start encroaching. Yeah, it's I think if you don't blunder, we could survive that move. So finally we've gotten 5 points out of 11, of which I think so far that has been our lowest. This is the second time. Yeah, this is the second time we are getting 5 out of 11. So let me show you the standings briefly. No, you can't see the board that I'm currently seeing. So this is how the board looks like. Let me just zoom out. So the tournament has ended. Number 1 guy with the 10 out of 11, 25-03. Yeah, I think it was a good tournament. I think the top people walikuwa na their real accounts, if they are all above 2000. So our aim is to get 8 out of 11, of which it's still doable. We had a few people with 8 out of 11, even a 1996 with the 8 out of 11. A 2600 got 8 out of 11. First step. Okay, let's look at the underdogs. I think so far, I think these are good accounts. 1700 having 7 out of 11, it makes sense. 1700, it makes sense. Yeah, I think this has been a good tournament. Apart from I don't think this time we have people with sudo account. At least there is not a sub 1000 in the top 100, so it makes sense. Okay, you have this 4.5 out of 11. I think that makes sense. 819, and this 980, 4.5 out of 11. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I think we are, how many people had 5 out of 11 apart from us? There's also this guy 1994 with 5 out of 11. Gucci, we finished position 98 with 5 out of 11. Okay.